Hi there, it's not Friday, but it is the end of the week, and I have several pieces of information for you for Mrs. Dilley's class this week. So here we go. First of all, homework. Let's talk about homework. You might have noticed that I gave them the week off of homework. What I told the students was that I am resetting their homework. Kids have gotten a little bit lazy with homework. It is really easy to accidentally do the wrong day, especially like if you're supposed to do the first side and you accidentally start at the back, or maybe you're supposed to do the second page but you accidentally do the third page, and that happens occasionally. Like maybe one kid does that once a week. Well, last week we had like 4 or 5 kids doing it every day, and by every day I mean they were saying that they did the wrong day. What I think was actually happening is they just weren't doing it. I also had people who were saying I left it at home, or it just didn't seem to be a priority for kids. And so let me explain to you my philosophy of homework one more time, just in case you've forgotten or you missed it the first time around. That's totally okay. So I think homework needs to be for practice. And so that's why I send home things for kids to practice. These are what we like to call high yield standards. These are things that show up over and over and over again on high stakes tests, like NWEA, which we'll be taking here in a couple of weeks, like I-STEP and things like that. And so if kids are really good and they're really strong and they're really confident on these type of skills, on reading, or not reading, on math and on language, then that's going to make the whole test easier for them and better for them, and they're going to be just more confident, more clear, and they're able to complete things more quickly. And I go over these with them every day so that I make sure that they're getting this content over and over and over again. It's called a spiral review. If I was really good at video editing, I'd make like a little spiral coming out of my finger, but I'm not that good. Anyway, so I can't meet my goals that I've set for myself and for our class this year if kids are not putting in their work. And so it is really important that kids are doing their homework every night. I don't care if they do the whole packet on Monday and they don't look at it again for the rest of the week. That doesn't bother me because they're still getting the content of doing it, and then we're going over it in class every single day. But I can't go over it with them if it's not done. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. So that's my philosophy of homework, is that that's how we're gonna do it this year, and it's my expectation that kids are doing it every night. So be looking for this packet. It comes home on Mondays. Okay. Number 2, CPR, that's the Creating Positive Relationships. If you grew up in Johnson County, this program has changed almost none since we were in school. They do talk about social media now, which they didn't back when we were in school. But I am a CPR graduate back from like 1994 or 3, or I don't know, it's been a while. Anyway, that's coming this week, not this week, that's coming on the 8th, I believe. I have a parent letter that if you are interested in it, I can forward it to you. But it is a good program. So there you go. Math test. Our next math test is going to be on I think it's the Thursday when we come back, which I believe is December 1st. Does that sound right? December 1st. So I didn't send home a study guide today because if you're anything like me, you're gonna take off backpacks when you get home from school and you're not gonna open them again until like Sunday night. So I'm gonna send home a study guide on Monday. If you're wanting to be studying over the weekend, anything with division, dividing by 1-digit divisors, dividing by 2-digit divisors, dividing a decimal by a 1-digit or a 2-digit divisor, dividing a decimal by a decimal, which you actually can't do, and you should ask the students how we get around that, dividing decimals by decimals. So that's what's coming on December 1st. That test is going to be then. One last thing, our winter party is going to be on the 19th, which is a Monday of December, which is like just around the corner. Super crazy. That's at 2:45 p.m. Some people want to know why it's not the day before we actually get out of school. That's because they pass it back and forth between the intermediate and the primary grades. We can't have, there's a billion children that go to school here. I don't know if you know that or not, but we actually have like 800 kids or something like that, and it's impossible to have all of the parties on one day. It just makes it crazy here at school, and so they have half the parties one day and half the parties the other day. For this one, we drew the short straw and we get to have it on Monday instead of on Tuesday or whatever. So that's what I have for you today. Everybody have a safe, wonderful, happy Thanksgiving. If you are Black Friday shopping, look for me. I will be in a red shirt that says fa la la la, and there are 7 of us that are going to be doing that, which is going to be really fun. So Have a fabulous weekend, and I will see you next week. Bye.